What's going on, y'all? It's man, Big Wayne, D-I-E-S-E to the L, Portland Live for another episode of Calling How I See It. And let me ask y'all something. Y'all ever had a job that like you might have thought it was kind of cool at first, or had a job that was kind of cool, you know, because the pay was good, but then you get there for a little while, oh man, it's tight, you know, some of the people cool, you know what I mean, the hours all right, hours to your liking, the pay there, you know what I mean, it's all good, the money there, everybody cool and everything, but you get there a couple months, you know, the same stuff that was cool then either went away or was a lie, or you see it for what it is. Them same people that was kind of getting on your nerve, like that you like, now they getting on your nerves. All of a sudden, them hours, them days just getting a little longer. When you was putting your best forth effort going to work, now all of a sudden you just kind of dragging your feet, like you just counting the time to get off. Y'all know the kind of job I'm talking about. Well, what do you do with that? You sit there and you kind of complain, but you still there and you're looking at it. Eventually you just get tired of it and you get sick of it. Why? Because the pay's good, but you see it for what it is. You know, you don't like the people. The hours ain't what you thought it was. The job is BS. And ultimately, why is the job BS really what it is? Because number one, you don't like the job. You just kind of did it because you needed some money. And you ain't really going nowhere. Not really. I ain't talking about the good job. I'm talking about them, you know, the dead end jobs. What I'm talking about. Because some of y'all, I'm sure y'all got great jobs. But we talking about them dead end jobs. You know what I mean? You ain't really going nowhere and just get on your nerves and everything. You just bitter because you ain't happy there. Because you dealing with a product that you don't really want. Because it's a dead end job, you ain't going nowhere. Okay, let me ask you this. You ever dated somebody, guy or girl, you know, whoever's listening to this. You know, you date somebody and they might, they look good. Oh, they look good. Oh, he got nice arms, a pretty face, you know, big booty, good hair. You know, just, you find him really attractive, okay, and you cool. And of course, when you first start talking to him, it's all good, right? But then after a while, you know, you get to talking to him and you realize, you know, you start seeing for what it really is. Like, yeah, this person might be beautiful, but you kind of jacked up. You kind of shady. You do a lot of lying, you do a lot of sneaky behavior, and you do a lot of things that's not conducive to a long-term relationship. So ultimately, you see for what it is. Just, you leave that relationship. Why? Because, yeah, you look good, but, you know, everything look good ain't good for you. You know what I mean? Too much sugar put you on diabetes. But anyway, so you see it ain't going nowhere. It's a dead end relationship. Dead end job, dead end relationship. But it attracts you because, you know, this person is look really good. Bombshell, dime piece, IG model, you know, got it going on. A brick house, like they said back in the day. You know, that job, you know, you get money. You know, you can buy your shrimp, buy your crawfish, buy you a couple of jersey, UGG boots, whatever you want to do, buy the DirecTV cable package. You can do whatever you want to. It's supplying, you know, a means to an end, but ultimately the job ain't really worth nothing. And guess what you end up doing? You're going to find something else. Now, I'm sure y'all ask them, Diesel, where you going with this? Because I like to point my attention to, I'm going to tell you what the NFL has done. We're going to look at the New Orleans Saints. They have successively put lipstick on a pig. Let me tell you something. Okay, what have these Saints done? They do a lot of passing. They do a lot of passing. They done swindled everybody to think they actually a legitimate playoff contender. They've legitimately successfully done that. Not to me, not to the people that really see what's going on. But by the masses, they have fooled people into thinking there's something they're not. Because they do all this passing. They doing good here. They look good there. They got all these yards. Drew Brees got all these records. But they failed to see one thing. They never there at the end. They either missing the playoffs or they get put out early. But more often than not, they missing the playoffs. Y'all know Drew Brees been there the whole time. Y'all know they missed the playoffs 3 straight years. Yeah, everybody was talking, they didn't win it. What about the Super Bowl? Super Bowl, okay. Well, that was a different team, number one. Then that was like what? Going on about 10 years ago. And we ain't even gonna get to the Jets of that Super Bowl, but they really not doing anything. They put up all these stats, but what they got to show for it? 5,000 yards every year. That's great. Drew Brees good, but what's it doing for you? What's that doing for you? You see what I'm saying? So they got and how I'm saying this, why I'm saying it, because I see it for what it is. They got all this passing, but what is it doing? Now they're trying to run the ball now, but what are these pieces really doing? They was really good last year, and look what happened. You know what I mean? They was talking about all good now, but now everybody was talking about the Saints. And now look what they talking about. They've been talking about the Chiefs. They still talking about the Rams. Now they talking about the Bears. Even Seattle trying to crawl up in the mix. How come ain't nobody talking about the Saints no more? You know why? Because they've been exposed. You know what I mean? Because they've been showed that all that flash, you hit them in the face, they can be had. They lost to Tampa Bay this year. They barely beat Tampa Bay again this year. All that passing and doo-wopping and show-stopping Drew Brees was doing, all of a sudden it's trying to wither away. You know why? Because, you starting to see that job is starting to get on your nerves. Same thing make you laugh, make you cry. That pretty girl, and all of a sudden you start to see that attitude start to come out. That promiscuous behavior. That scandalism. You start to see all these things with Drew Brees. Like, wait a minute. Maybe the defense ain't what it thought it was. Maybe we don't got what we thought it was. Maybe, what if we got to go on the road? You see what I'm saying now? Because let me tell you something. I don't think they can beat Chicago. Not with that defense. We've seen what a real defense could do against them. Dallas, they going to beat in the playoffs. The Bears, they going to be in the playoffs. And they getting hot at the right time. They got hot early. Just like that good job and that pretty girl and that pretty guy, whoever it is, they going to show you all the good stuff early. But it's not sustainable. Doing all that crazy stuff to say, that's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. So ultimately, they just going to dwindle off. And guess what? That lipstick going to come off. And what you going to see when that lipstick come off? Babe the Pig. And you're going to be stuck with not a Lombardi, but a plate full of swine. The Saints ain't going to be in the NFC Championship. Watch what I tell y'all. They're fooling y'all. Okay? So, because they don't have, they got a quarterback, but the pieces is flash. It's flash. They're fun to watch. But a lot of teams that's been fun to watch, but they ain't got nothing to show for it. You see what I mean? So, don't be fooled. Sean Payton and Drew Brees are putting lipstick on a pig. And now, stay woke and watch what I tell y'all. I'll be back. Love, peace, and Afro Grease. I'm out of here. Y'all be cool.